Peace, brothers and sisters. This is Dr. Siddiqui Chebaye, and I'd like to speak to you today in reference to spiritual. Spiritual. Spiritual is relating to the human spirit. Spirit is the non-physical part of a human being, of a human person, which is the seat of what? Your emotions and your character, which is the soul. Now, the soul is what? Just the mental abilities of living, which is the seat of what? Your thinking, your memory, your perception, your feelings, your character, and your thinking. Now, when you look at spiritual, you will find that our spirits and our souls have been tampered with. And when you tamper with somebody's spirit and soul, you alter their thinking and their behavior. Wow. So look at what has happened to us. We have been altered. And therefore, we became something or someone that we are not. And that's why, as a result, we are the way we are. But we must be about healing. And the healing comes through studying about our ancestors, the ones who came before us. We need to come from their frame of reference because they were given the blueprint of life by our Creator to lead, guide, direct, and protect us along the way while we are still here. But the ones that are here in this physical world, we are the ancestors having a human experience. So we must keep our connection with the spiritual ancestors to lead, guide, direct, and protect us while we are still here. Relationship, connection. It is like we are today, it's like the metaphor that they use while I was asleep, someone sowed tares in my garden. What are tares? Tares are weeds. We must be conscious of our garden on a daily basis to make sure that the weeds doesn't spread in our garden. Let's get rid of the weeds and have a beautiful garden, have a beautiful life. Represent the ones before us so that they can be recognized. They can be represented. They can be acknowledged. They can be honored. Let us all be about the business of understanding what has happened to us and what is happening to us. And until then, it will continue. But we must find a way to stop the bleeding. We must find a way to honor our glorious ancestors who were given the blueprint of life to give us some meaning, some direction, and some purpose while we're here. And as I said before, we are the ancestors having a human experience. So we must keep the connection with the spiritual ancestors. We must do that. Honor them at all times. Let us stop. Stop being so religious and be more spiritual. We have a lot of religious freaks out here that are suffering because they forgot to be spiritual first. In conclusion, brothers and sisters, let us embrace the Sankofa principle and go back and get what we left behind when we so-called integrated. We got a false sense of security. And I can't say that enough. We must continue to transform, to move, to grow, to metamorph into the beings that we need to be, that we are, in other words, our reality. Our reality. So therefore, brothers and sisters, we are spiritual first and we are spiritual last. Let's go ahead on and represent and have no more regrets. I love you, I bless you, and I want you to prosper. Spiritualness is what we are and what we must continue to represent. Have a great life, brothers and sisters, and be blessed. Peace.